Today, this album review video will be about George Olsen's Sax-o-phun today. Anyway, what this album is a single album with 2 tracks on each side. They're very long, as this is an orchestra album from the orchestra genre, to be exact. As you see, it says on the right hand side. But other than that, this album was released in 1908 on Victor RCA. As you see, the top logo is the His Master's Voice logo, which was very common in the early 1900s, at the beginning of the latter half of the 20th century. This album here is an early example of foxtrot blues, or better yet, a precursor to blues, to be exact. But other than that, that's what this album is right here. And this first track is called Sax-o-phun, or Sax-o-phun, or whatever you want to call it. But I say it's Sax-o-phun because this track is a lot of fun. Anyway, Rudy Weedsoft apparently composed this track along with George Olsen. And this is from the orchestra genre, as I said earlier. The song Sax-o-phun Foxtrot is an early example of blues music, or better yet, a precursor to blues music. I do believe this particular song is a precursor to blues and jazz music altogether, though. Anyway, the actual pronunciation for this song is called Sax-o-phun, not Sax-o-phun, as I said earlier. Apparently there's a little pronunciation label below the song. So what that means is that it's actually in French, apparently. The person who wrote it, probably wrote it in French. I call this compositional song Sax-o-phun because it is a lot of fun. But anyway, this is a great song to dance to the foxtrot to. The foxtrot, that is. The song on the other side is called I'm Charleston Crazy. As I said earlier in the video, all these songs are precursors to jazz music and blues music. So I do believe this particular song is a precursor to Charleston jazz music. Yes, that Charleston from Charleston, South Carolina. Also, I do believe all 2 to 4 songs are composed by George Olsen. Alright, let's flip to the other side now. I'll play a sample of this too, and the other 4 songs too, or how many are on here. And that about wraps it up for this sample right here. Foxtrot is basically similar to ragtime and orchestra music. Yes, Foxtrot is very similar to orchestra music and ragtime music, which were the precursors to blues and jazz.